106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gull Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas ticket.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Hey, this is Jamie from Green River Ordnance. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hello, everyone. I am Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News, FM 104.5, 106.1, live broadcasting out of the Conroe Tower, downtown Conroe. Live streaming, irlonestar.com, and this will also be shared on YouTube, so look for us. Look under Lone Star Community Radio, and you will see us there and share all the information, all the shows. So today we have two special guests. It's officially event season. Yes, it is. Sure is. If you don't know that yet, then I don't know where you're looking, but there's events all over the place. Many events, many on the same days. So we're going to hear from Amanda Nutt, and she is going to tell us about her event coordination business. She's with Happy Times Event Services. And I am sure some of you may have heard of Crown, Cork, and Seal. Well, you know what? They go to events too. They package and bottle and make cans, packaging for, they're a distributor in Conroe, and they're going to tell us all about the products they serve. But here's the bigger thing that they do for their community commitment is they are into recycling, big time recycling at major events like the Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo Show, the Conroe Catfish Festival, which is coming forward here. So we're going to hear about them in the second segment. The show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic and the Lake Conroe Realty Group. The Roger Stein Chiropractic is probably one of the best places you can go for chiropractic care. They are located at 3033 West Davis by Conroe High School and Taco Bell. You all know where that is. So they serve everyone from infants to seniors, weekend athletes to professionals, with a focus on natural, holistic healing, but also a way to achieve optimal health. Dr. Stacy Rogers holds certification in adjusting extremities, arm, legs, hands, feet, clinical nutrition, prenatal, and pediatric care. If you are not a patient, one asks why, but you can become a patient for, I think it's $29, and it all goes back to CASA, kids that are in the child welfare system. So go check it out, RogerSteinChiropractic.com. The Lake Conroe Group serves as one of the best places for buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Talk to Vinny Sinisi, because it's an easy name to remember. So what's happening around us? Yes, it's fall. We had a little bit of rain, so that's nice. Dark clouds, and this means this is time for our fall events too. So yesterday was National Gold Star Mother and Family Day, and I participated in an event at Margaritaville, Sunrise Service. So reach out to a Gold Star mom you know and tell her you were thinking of her, because that is for a child that actively served in our military and died while serving. So just a note to that. Pumpkins. It's time for pumpkins. It's pumpkin season. Well, the city of Conroe is hosting a pumpkin bob at the Conroe Water Park this Saturday from noon to 4. Bring the kids, have fun, and it's $15 a person. And that's over there at Candy Cane Park. So National Night Out is also happening next week, a week from Tuesday. And it's a good time to get out, meet your neighbors, do some fun activities, say hello to the Conroe Police Department, your first responders. And they will be at the Kroger on the South Loop from 5 to 8 p.m. Food, music, lots of fun activities. And this is a way to connect with people with your questions, the people who will help you fight crime. So get out there. I believe the Conroe Fire Department will be out there as well. So that's next Tuesday at Kroger. Oh, and there's other big events coming forward. The Texas Renaissance Festival. We all remember that, right? So for 8 weeks, and each week has a different theme party that you can dress up and go out and enjoy. Week 1 starts Saturday, October 7th, and continues through Sunday, November 26th. The first weekend, October 7th, is the Queen's Weekend, and then it ends with Celtic Christmas. So go on Texas Renaissance Festival website or their Facebook page, their Instagram, any of their socials, and see what theme you want to dress up as and go out there and do that. It's only 3 weeks until the Conroe Catfish Festival. You know what that means. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in downtown Conroe. And then you know what happens after that? The holidays are coming. So get ready, fasten your seatbelt. We're on a roll. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Amanda Nutt to find out how to coordinate your upcoming events.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Team Sinisi is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News. Vinny Sinisi and his professional team provide comprehensive real estate services throughout the greater Montgomery County area and beyond. Whether looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Team Sinisi has an impeccable reputation. Contact Team Sinisi for a great experience at teamsinisi.com. That's TEAMSINISI.com.
And we are back. We are going to talk about event season with Amanda Nutt and what she has upcoming and why she's doing it and all of that. So you're ready for fall, aren't you?
Yes, I sure am. Thank you very much. No, I'm born ready for fall. Halloween is always the time to shine. So, and what we have coming up for fall, actually, with the Sparry in the Woodlands is a.
And where is that? Is that new?
That is at 150 Pruitt Road.
Okay.
A lot of people are aware of Sawyer Park, the bar. It's right next door to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right there off of the 45 South Feeder. I can't remember the exact exit number right there.
Two event places, venues right next to each other?
No.
How are they different?
Well, the Sawyer Park is a bar. And then,
I know where you're talking about.
Yeah, and then the Sparry is an event venue with a full-fledged kitchen.
It used to be owned by a nonprofit.
It did. I did hear that a long time ago. Yeah, it was. And now it is the Sparry. They have taken it over.
Okay, so it's a private venue.
It is a private venue with 2 different large rooms. One's a little bit smaller than the other one, but it's got a big ballroom, a perfect ceremony room, and a place in the back for bounce houses.
I think it was pink, wasn't it? Was it pink?
It's white now.
Okay.
If it was pink before, it's definitely white
I remember
now.
that. Okay.
Painted, renovated, the whole deal.
All right, so that's upcoming. Tell me about that event, and when is it?
Well, that is October 15th from noon to 6, and it is a Twisted and Happy wedding extravaganza. And I really wanted to go with wedding extravaganza instead of bridal expo because this is about the couple. This is about every walk in life celebrating their love story. You know what I mean? So I wanted this not just to be about the bride. This is about the groom. This is about,
How are you making it about the groom?
well, we're just catering to both the couple. You know, we're not focusing just on the
Well, usually it
bride.
is about the bride. So what?
Oh, it is about
what
the
elements do you have that are groom inspired?
Well, we're still working that out with our elopement package and everything like that. We do have people that are coming out with custom groom gifts and things like that, because you normally give out gifts and things. So koozies, knives, things like that. We do have a vendor coming out with custom gifts.
Nice.
And we do have a barbecue guy coming out, Porky's Barbecue. They're a local favorite, and they're going to be coming out, and other caterers and things like that. And, you know, you are right. It is about the bride, but it is also about the groom. It wouldn't be happening
Well, he
without
usually
him.
feels left out, I guess.
Yeah, I guess they do a little bit. So we try to incorporate him and everything, you know, and we do have a mobile bartender coming out that does, you know, specify in signature cocktails and does make signature cocktails, whiskey-based, things like that for the groom and things like
Okay.
that.
So, what is the cost to come to that?
Oh, it's free to the general public.
really?
Yeah,
okay.
free to the general public.
So come get ideas.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not just for a wedding, too. If you're planning your quinceanera, come out, try Porky's Barbecue.
Because you have resources.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we can get caterers, we can get dressmakers, the whole thing.
So did I see that it was about eloping, though?
Okay, so we do have an elopement package on there.
Okay.
And really what inspired this is, of course, Little White Chapel in Vegas. Everybody's heard of that. Everybody's kind of had that thought in the back of their head. And I just kind of tried to bring it to the Woodlands. And it's very affordable. Only thing you need is your marriage license. You are allowed to bring a very limited number of guests with you. Just let me know. You email.
So that's a separate thing.
Well, it is happening at the extravaganza.
Oh, you can get married there.
Yes, you can get married there. We will have an area set up for the pop-up elopement. It's going to be decorated. There's going to be pictures taken. You can add more pictures on. I'm a legal officiant. I'm going to be performing the ceremony. All you need to do is show up with you and your partner and your Texas marriage license.
Wow, that's interesting. So do they need to confirm their time to do that?
Oh, yes, absolutely. There is an email. Yes, we have certain, because I don't want to do, you know, too much back to back. I do want to break in between. So the email for that is mocobrides@gmail.com, and there is a flyer out there for that.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's kind of like bringing the Little White Chapel to Texas from Vegas.
Okay, lot going on there. All right, so in other events, I understand as an event planner, you have to have resources.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a lot of resources for different things that you partner with people? I mean, so somebody wants to come to you for an event, because that's
Right.
what you do. How do you package yourself? What makes you unique? Is it the resources or what? Tell me about that.
It is, you know, I partner with a lot of people and I make organic connections. Because even if I can't necessarily provide it immediately, I know somebody that can. I've worked with them before. They're real people. They're not just somebody with an app or somebody you find right quick and you never talk to them, you know.
They're
I
your
can-
relationships.
Exactly. They are organic relationships that I know this person can perform the things that I'm promising. And kind of like that. If I can't necessarily find the right venue for you, I know this person. They know all kinds of people in Montgomery
Just
County.
tell them I told you to
Exactly.
go
You know,
talk
I've
to
got
them.
tables, I've got chairs, I've got bubble machines. I know all kinds of princesses from all over Montgomery County and Harris County too. And those are my favorite people, my princesses. But I love my kid parties. I love my weddings too. I love doing a
So
love
you do all of
story.
that. All of that.
If you have a reason to celebrate, I'm the reason you sit back and you enjoy the moment, because
So it's total
tomorrow,
turkey.
Oh yeah. Oh, you are here to enjoy your event. You're here to be in the moment. I'm here to make that happen. I'm here to make your dreams come to life.
Wow. Well, fabulous.
Thank you.
So what is, besides the wedding and elopement and all that, what else is in your toolbox going forward? Do you have other events that you're coordinating?
I always have events I'm coordinating. I'm actually a Spring native. My parents were small business owners in Spring, Texas for 27 years. And that's kind of where I came from. That's why as soon as I got out of the hospitality industry, aka bartending till 3 a.m. and managing bars, and I was
So
like,
you're used to talking to people.
oh, every now and then. And, you know, I love dealing with law enforcement. I've always had a strong relationship with them. We've worked hand in hand. And I just kind of thought, why don't I do this for myself? And why don't I help my own community? Because I'll always have, moving forward, even after a Twisted and Happy extravaganza, I will move forward with chili cook-offs. I just had a chili cook-off this past weekend in Bridgestone. I will always do events
It's
in
a
Bridgestone.
big happening area.
Yeah, I will always do events over there because that's where I'm from.
Out in,
born and
Cypress.
raised. Sprint 77388.
It's off 99, isn't it?
Yeah. Kirkendall and 2920 is like the major closest intersection.
Okay.
But I'll always do events out there. I've done small business events, Halloween festivals, you know, things of that nature. And they've gotten bigger and better since COVID. That's really when I started doing this because I noticed the small businesses around me struggling.
So 2020, 2021?
2020.
2020. Wow. Okay.
That's why I started doing the large-scale community events. Happy Time Events has been around since 2014. Took me a second to remember that. But I've been doing mobile bartending and decor, breakdown and setup since 2014.
Huh. Amazing. What do you like best?
Kid parties.
Really?
I love celebrating kids. Oh,
Do
yeah.
you dress up as well? Or do you,
I've
have
thought
others
about it.
do that?
I have others do it, but you know, it's funny you brought that. I've thought about doing Belle. I've been told I can pull a Belle off. So I've thought about doing that. But
have you
no.
thought about acting?
No,
You should think about community theater. There's auditions tonight. I know we're diverting here.
I know,
There's
it's okay.
auditions for the Christmas performance at the Owen Theater tonight at 7 p.m. and they need more people.
Huh.
I know.
Do they have other? I got Cub Scouts tonight.
Cub Scouts being on the stage, you know.
I'll see if they can hitch a ride.
Yeah, just go check it out. Okay, so, gosh, you have so many different things that you do. You've done bartending.
I don't like being bored.
So, I also see you have cleanup crew and event nanny. What is an event nanny?
So basically,
Never heard of that.
I've done it a couple of different times. And basically, especially, you know, I'm not trying to call it, especially in a Catholic ceremony, they're a little bit longer. They're supposed to be a little bit quieter, a little more reserved. I don't think you can get a 6-month-old to be quiet and reserved. So, and that is, I don't do newborns. They've got to be at least 3 months. And I just set up a tiny little table, bring a few toys and a couple of different things, and I just keep them entertained during the ceremony. And then the parent, you know, I am
Isn't that
CPR.
interesting?
I am CPR trained. Anybody I bring with me, it has to be CPR trained. And we just keep them entertained during the ceremony so that you can have a quiet, unplugged ceremony.
Wow.
So that's just kind of going with that. And then the parents could come and grab their kid from me, and straight from that.
So you're in the same room.
Well, I'm in
Maybe
the same
not.
venue. I'm
Okay,
in the
so
same
you might
venue.
be in another area.
That way it's
which
quiet.
actually, yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture all this.
This is all depending on the venue. I've done it at two different venues. One had me at the back of the banquet, kind of near where the
Not
food was
disturbing
setting
the
up.
event.
Yeah, exactly. So as soon as they were done, the parents came and got their kids, and they went down the buffet line because that's where I was just kind of at the back of there. I broke down my little table and everything, and then I helped with the buffet line.
Wow.
So
Flexible. All kinds
Exact-
of different things, what the needs are.
you have to be
So-
like that with everything in life.
So then you also can help clean up, and maybe you come in just for that?
I
Or
have
is that
come
what
in
you're
just
saying?
for that. Yes, I do offer busing services, and I do offer servers and bartenders. They are TABC, and I am insured up to $1 million, so I can go into any venue within Harris County and Montgomery County.
Interesting. So do you do nonprofit events?
I do. I have. A long time ago, I did a benefit for Montgomery County Animal Shelter. A long time ago, like over 10 years ago. And this past weekend, all the proceeds from the chili cook-off went to the Sanctuary of Surrender. It is a safe house opening in Tomball for homeless pregnant women.
Very good. Do you have any current nonprofits that you're working right now? Because this is kind of their
Sanctuary of
event.
Surrender.
Okay, so
Sanctuary.
it's a lot of event season between October-ish.
Sanctuary of Surrender.
And then again, March and April are a lot usually.
Yeah,
That's
that's
kind of the way
somebody
it
that I've
rolls.
really paired together with,
Okay.
and I really, really believe in their cause. And one thing that makes their safe house a little bit different from everybody else is they will accept a woman that already has one small child.
Oh, that's ideal. And they
It
live
is.
there?
They live there. They're going to get them resources, help them find a job. They've already got a mass amount of professional clothes in all sizes. The donations have just been overwhelming, and it's been great.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That sounds like you're feeling a need. That's-
Absolutely. I wish we didn't have that need. Obviously, that's always, heartbreaking that need's even
There's so many.
there. But it's going to be great, and there's going to be some strong women that come from it.
Very good. Do you have a staff of people, or do you call them as needed?
I have a staff of people. I do call them as needed. I go to a lot of my events just because purely, honestly, I like it. I like putting on events. Life is too short. As you know, life is way too short not to enjoy the important moments. And the important moments are with your family. They are celebrating.
Absolutely.
They're not going to work from 9 to 5 for somebody else. I don't know. But these are the moments that we take to our grave with us, so I believe it's so important
Memories.
to be present. It's so important to not worry about your dishes, to not worry about breaking down tables, sweeping up things. I can come in, I can do that. I can do your balloon arch. I can clean up all the things and pack it away. And I do guarantee your cleanup deposit is returned from your venue, because a lot of venues do that, a cleanup deposit.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So tell me about the uniqueness of your event planning versus somebody else.
Because I am kind of like what you said, I am extremely flexible. And my industry I've always thought of as unique because unlike HVAC or mechanics, there is ABC. This is what you have to do. With events, it's not. It's what's special to you. It's what's unique to you. If you want your dog to be your best man at your wedding, then I'm going to make that happen. If you want your cat to come down in a carriage, I will make that happen. If you want your kids to be fully involved, I'll make that happen. You want the kids in the back. You don't have any kids. That's not your thing. You want them in the back quiet. I can make that happen. That's what's unique about me. I am about making your story come true, and everybody's story is different, and that's what makes this business so cool. You never hear the same thing twice.
You're very passionate about this, aren't you?
Well, thank you.
You're
Hey, there's
very
no point in
excited.
doing it if you're not passionate.
Well, very
So,
true. A lot of people are doing things they don't want to do.
Yeah, and that's sad because you spend 80% of your life working. That's a little statistical fact I looked up. But why do it being miserable? Why? It's just not worth it.
So upcoming, you have the October 15th wedding extravaganza at the Sparry, which is next to
Sawyer Park.
Sawyer Park that used to be Papa's.
Yeah, Papa's a long time
Yes.
ago, yeah.
So it's just before you get to it, or you can go through that parking lot too, the same parking
I
lot,
think
can't
so,
you?
yeah.
Anyway, it's right there.
I know.
It's on
yeah.
45,
It's on Pruitt Road,
Yeah.
Pruitt.
which is past Sawdust.
Yes, it is.
And
And
it's
it's past
before you get to
Molly's.
the Hardy Toll Bridge, before
is.
99, but you have to get off and you got to plan for this.
Get
That's
to the
all.
right as soon as you can.
Because otherwise you're going to have to make a loop around.
Yeah, you go
and
past
circle
Molly's.
back.
That's another thing. It is past Molly's.
It is past Molly's.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you just have to pay attention. Stay
Oh,
in
yeah.
the
Just
right
like everything
lane.
in Houston.
And a lot of people know where Sawyer's is. So.
Yeah.
So if you get there, just go through the parking lot.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So find out about all the resources and things that you have. Say hello to you and plan ahead. So if you're planning to get married, maybe you haven't told that person yet. I don't know. Maybe
can
this
help
is
with
a
your
good time.
proposal, too.
But so if you want the date to be October 15th, if that's a good number for you, I like 15. 15 is my number. Then you need to go be there, and this is a Saturday. Yes,
It's a Sunday, actually.
Oh, it's a Sunday.
It is a
okay,
Sunday.
so Sunday, October 15th.
Yep.
Okay. The elopement party and wedding extravaganza. Lots going on. What did you like about your chili barbecue cook-off?
I love.
What did you organize about that?
Well, I had Hold on, now you're going to ask me to do math. I had about 26 vendors out there, and I had the Cub Scouts come out. They won the chili cook-off, actually.
So you had different people come out there and cook chili and
Oh,
all
yeah,
that?
it was $25
So you organized
to
all
enter.
that?
Yeah, it was $25 to enter.
For your nonprofit.
Right. Everything went to Sanctuary of Surrender. And
Right.
then we had separate outdoor and indoor vendors. And we had a face painter. And we had a live band, the Skittles. They're an adult special needs band. They're a cover band. They're
That's
one
nice,
of my
too.
favorites. And they came out and performed.
Wow. Okay. So they didn't want to mess with it, so they just said, here. So did you handle also the ticketing or any of that? Or
This
was
is
there
always
ticketing?
free for people to come.
Free. Oh, wow.
This is Happy
Okay.
Times Event Services paid for the face painter. So that was free for the community.
Nice. That's your philanthropic
I
end of it. No, that's very good. So what have I not spoken about?
I think you've kind of covered everything. The extravaganza is coming up on the 15th, 150 Pruitt Road, and the zip on that is 77380, and that is noon to 6. There will be caterers there, florists there, mobile bartending. Twisted Oak Photography is going to be there. She is with me doing the photography for the pop-up elopement. And we do have limited spots available. So if you would like to be a vendor here, we do have very limited spots available. And you can reach out to me if you go to our website and you hit the little drop down menu. There's an expo tab, and that is our landing page right now.
HappyEventTimes.com. Go check it out and get in the lineup for upcoming events because, now's the time to plan, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Probably way past the time to plan. But, you still might be able to do maybe Christmas parties.
Oh, yeah.
Anything like that,
Oh, yeah.
right? Are you starting to take reservations for
Oh,
those
yeah,
kinds
absolutely.
of
The
things?
business Christmas parties. Yep, we got one coming up in Kingwood. So we're just going to show up and bartend and guarantee their deposit back for their company Christmas party.
And make memories.
Exactly.
Positive memories.
Always.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Amanda.
you.
I appreciate you coming on. And next time you come on, we're going to talk about your event that you just had. And all of that and
Absolutely.
what that looks like. So you can plan ahead for your elopement party.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Margie.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Team Sinisi is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News. Vinny Sinisi and his professional team provide comprehensive real estate services throughout the greater Montgomery County area and beyond. Whether looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Team Sinisi has an impeccable reputation. Contact Team Sinisi for a great experience at teamsinisi.com. That's TEAMSINISI.com.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Want to check out the fastest growing sport in the world? It's right here in Conroe, Texas, and it's roller derby. Conroe Roller Derby is a non-profit recreational league of women and men who want you to come and check out the fast-paced, hard-hitting game of roller derby. The Conroe Cutthroats practice at Rainbow Roller Rink on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can find our game schedule and more information on our website, www.conroerollerderby.com.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That's Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on the computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. A Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
Okay, so for our second segment today, we are sitting with Brent Jones, the quality process engineer, and Darwin Canales, and he is the quality manager from Crown, Cork, and Seal that is located in Conroe. That a lot of people probably don't even know that how major you guys are. So I want to talk about what you do with cans, how you produce them, and there's a lot more besides the cans because you do a lot of preservation of food. What caught my interest was pet food and all of that too, because quality control, right? And what that means exactly. And then I really want to, once we got a handle on what you guys do and why you do it in the community for major corporations, there's another part of community engagement that I think is great to know. Does that sound good? All right, let's go for it. Okay, so tell me a little bit about Crown, Cork, and Seal, what you guys do.
All right, I guess we can start there. So Crown, Cork, and Seal, we are a beverage packaging manufacturing company. So our biggest thing is we make aluminum soda cans, aluminum beverage cans, right? We have, the largest customers, the Dr. Peppers, the Coke, Pepsi, et cetera, et cetera. So we make the aluminum cans for them, ship it to them, they fill them. We make a lot of cans. On a good day, 7 million a day, 2.5
Here
billion
in Conroe.
just in Conroe. 2.5 billion cans a year just in Conroe. We're a global company, so multiply that by how many, and got cans all over the world.
But it's only here in Conroe that we do
here in
that you do
Conroe.
that, right?
Right.
See, that's pretty significant.
Yep. And along with that, it's kind of why we're here is the program of making the cans, but also the recyclability of them. What a lot of people might not know is that our aluminum cans are 100% recyclable, so we can use them over and over and over. And about 75% of the cans in the market now have been recycled at least once. So sustainability is a really big thing for us at our company.
So how long has Crown, Cork, and Seal been in Conroe?
Since 1987.
Wow, I didn't realize it's been that long.
It's been a couple years.
You guys are located off 3083?
Yeah, 3083 and 75 off Fraser.
I know where you guys are.
Yep.
It's been there a long time. I've seen it
big
there.
building
a long
there,
time.
yeah.
Before you get to the fairgrounds, right?
Yep.
Yes. On the left-hand side as you're going east, correct? Wait, on
No,
the right?
so we're right on Fraser. Fraser in the
Okay,
corner.
hold on. Okay. So you're in Conroe. I just wasn't in the right
No, you're
vision of
fine.
it. Okay. So, yeah, they're 100% recyclable, and you have a lot of other things. Tell me also, besides the cans, aren't there other ways that you package items?
So with us being a global company, so in Conroe we only make beverage cans.
Okay.
We have other divisions, other plants
Okay.
around the world.
So
within
yours
the
is
country.
just the cans.
Correct. But we do, pet food, other food cans, green beans, things like that, all sorts of packaging. But our focus in Conroe is beverage
Okay,
cans.
so now that we're zeroed in on that, and you recycle the cans,
Right.
let's talk about your big program to improve sustainability.
Right. So it really started for us a little over 2 years ago. Kind of what Brent and I call year zero. So our previous plant manager, Steve, he kind of came up with the idea, I guess, the plan to work with the Montgomery County Fair to have a recycling program with them, and we did that. So 2022, it was kind of the beginning of that. Kind of a smaller ordeal. We had 10 recycling containers around the fairgrounds. We ended up recycling a little over 7,000 cans. It was a good trial run, but we definitely learned from that and moved it forward along with Steve's push. And this past year, we decided to grow a little more, right? Improve the containers, improve the amount of containers that we had. We actually sat down with Brian Hayes, the executive director of the Montgomery County Fair, kind of map out, basically had a heat map on where containers should be on what days, what events, kind of be a little more organized. And Brent, what
With
was the
bigger
number?
containers, right?
Right, with bigger containers. And so what was the number we did this year, 2023?
Yeah, so we had 50 containers going into 2023. You said bigger containers, which is absolutely correct. And the results were we saw about 58,000 cans recycled in 2023. So
That's amazing.
a giant jump.
So
Definitely.
what can you do with 58,000 cans? You save money, right? And it goes back into reprocessing them again.
For sure, right. So the can being 100% recyclable, that's going to be able to be used again to make more cans, right? But then on the same side of it, the proceeds this year, they actually went with J&L Recycling, and the reason why was because with making that jump from 7,000 cans to 58,000 cans,
Huge.
massive, right? So that was a challenge we faced, was that's not something that we could process internally at that point. And we actually had to reach out to someone to be able to provide a roll-off and really help us process this recycling. So, we want to give a huge shout out to Chris Swanson at J&L Recycling. We were calling around, local recycling places here in Conroe. And when we got a hold of him, his daughter had been showing in the Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo for many years. So he was more than happy
So
to
there's a
provide
good
it.
partnership there already.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And so being able to partner out with different businesses in the community, I mean, that's a huge thing for us. And so that's how we expand this program. But to the point that he provided that 30-foot roll-off, I mean, this thing is giant. And so we were able to fill that thing up completely with cans. And this is really kind of year one, after we kind of know what events, what to expect, where we need to place these containers, things like that. So definitely gearing up for this 2024
But
season.
you got to start somewhere, right?
Of course,
Right,
of course.
I mean, so you started. And a lot of people aren't aware of this program, that what you do to be community engaged. And you had volunteers that helped to do this too. You put a lot of volunteers hours into this, like 300?
300 volunteers hours. That's exactly correct. So it was a really great response from our plant. We made it out to the plant that, hey, we're going to be the official recycling partner of the Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo. Would love to have everyone be a part of it. And we actually rotated in shifts. So we had, when events were going on in mid-morning, midday, afternoon, we had shifts there, and then also in the evening. And the other part of that is we had a event booth right there in the front where we could be able to give people information about recycling, let them know who we are, let them know what our goal and purpose is. And so just getting that interaction
I
with...
bet it was kind of fun.
Oh, it was a blast, of
Did
course.
you go out there and do it? Did you guys both go out there?
Yeah, no, we're both
Of
there.
course,
Okay,
of course.
cool.
Absolutely.
And I definitely want to say this too, that the bigger part of the volunteership side of our plant, what I thought was amazing is we had our night shift operator out there, the same as our plant manager out there helping out. And
Yeah,
I want to
very
give a huge shout out to Darwin here. I mean, Darwin, we were out there cleaning cans, spraying cans, dumping them into the roll-off. I mean, this is a manager that we're talking about. So
It was definitely a team effort. I mean, we had everybody, like you said, from hourly employees and managers, and I wasn't the only one.
Everybody means
So
everybody,
we're-
right?
For sure.
Yeah, it's bigger than us. It's bigger than a
Yeah.
position. It's
That's cool.
yeah.
It's nice to see that. So you've done that, and you're going to keep doing that for the fair.
Of course.
But you have other hefty goals, right?
We do. So
I pay
October
attention.
13th, right? Thank you. So yeah, the weekend of the 13th, right, the Catfish Festival. So we actually are signed up to be the official recycling partner for that as well.
So there you go. You're going to
And
get
so-
engaged in lots of events that have cans, right?
All right, yeah.
Are they your cans? Are they your products?
Mostly.
We hope
the
so.
good ones are.
Well, you have water too. You do water.
We
in
do,
a
yeah.
can.
We
It's
actually
good
can water. Yeah, no, and
I've had
that's-
it.
I'm glad to hear that. No, that's spread around the community, and I'm glad to see the positive feedback on that. And that's the
I
whole
think
thing of
it's
this.
better than the bottled water, actually.
I agree.
Some argue
agree.
it. Some argue it.
Yeah, well, some are wrong.
I was a little hesitant at first. I go, what?
Well, and to the point of the Catfish Festival, though, is that was a byproduct of us being so involved at the Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo. It was actually Devin Stevens. She was the person she was on the board at the rodeo and gave us a call and said, hey, we really enjoyed working with you guys and would love to have you guys sponsor at this event. And that's kind of the steps that we want to be able to take, right, is that we're not just here for the Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo, that this is something where we see ourselves and we're going to be pushing it to be able
other
to
things.
do other things. And so we're excited about that.
Yeah, definitely
is
started at the fair, but it's a community thing. It's trying to raise awareness through the whole county and see how big it goes.
Well, don't you have this big goal for 2030?
Yeah, our 20 by 30 is a global.
That's 7 years,
Mm-hmm.
less than.
Yeah, no, and that's our company's goal. That's the company's saying, 20 by 30 of global sustainability, recyclability.
What does that look like?
It's huge. It's huge, bigger than us. we're just a small part.
What is the goal? Is there like a number to that, or what are you hoping to do with this 2030 goal?
20 by 30 is a program, actually. It's not necessarily a goal. And so 20 by 30 is a corporate sustainability program where each plant puts together their project on how they're going to be involved, in the community and being able to push towards sustainability. So for Crown Conroe, us being the official recycling partner in the Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo, that's our 20 by 30. And so
and you keep going.
Yes, ma'am, exactly.
Okay.
And so with that being the case, for example, our 2024 goal is to be able to recycle 100,000 cans, okay? Now, that's all within our 20 by 30 program, but talking about goals, that would be the next goal that I would talk to.
Okay, so they're measurable, easy,
Right.
attainable goals, and perhaps you need to have some kind of recycling thing in this building.
I think
Yeah,
so. I
I
think
think
you
so.
need
You
one.
know, let's
I think
just
you
say-
need one.
Let's talk after this.
You
yeah.
know, who do I need to talk to? I know
Right.
them all.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
let's get that happening and recycle it because you're part of Conroe.
For sure, for sure. And
Okay.
being a part of Conroe, just kind of talking to 2024 and expanding this project is, have you been to the Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo? Okay, of course, right? So you've got 8 days of rodeo, right? And you got 3 days of barbecue. Now, which one do you think recycled more?
Oh, I already know.
Right.
The weekend,
the
the
weekend.
barbecue cook-off. Because
That-
you see anybody that lives in Montgomery County.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they live for that barbecue cook-off, and that's what we
Oh,
really took
yeah.
away from this was
Oh,
that in
yeah.
those 3 days, evidently everyone is the best at recycling that weekend. Everyone is like what we do is
Interesting.
we would take those containers and as the barbecue cook-off started,
Yeah.
we kind of pulled them away from the fair and then concentrated them towards the barbecue area. And some of these tents that had
Did that
big,
work?
Oh, it definitely
Oh,
worked.
absolutely.
I bet Dick's been to the barbecue cook-off once or twice.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
you'll definitely see our containers out there next time you go. And so, but each tent that we would stop into, we'd stop by and say, hey, we'd love to be able to put this in your tent. You guys look
Oh.
like you have a great setup
That's
here.
ideal.
And they said, oh man, we'll fill that thing up, to the brim tonight.
Do they have a competition of who does the
We
most?
will.
You know it, and
That's an idea.
exactly right. So everyone evidently is the best. So we need to find out who that's going to
You
be.
could give some kind of trophy that you guys come up with.
What is it?
Exactly. You know what?
It's
I
like
think
a recycled can thing.
I think we might have to get together after this because you might be reading from my book
I
here.
work in public relations, right? So,
That's awesome. That's awesome. No, but
yeah,
you're
you
hitting it on the
should.
head.
No, we have something in play.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, exactly. And so to Darwin's point, we're going to be able to set up a competition. And in this competition, people will purchase these containers to put in their tents. And so that
I
money,
think it sounds great.
and we're going to be able to do a lot with
And
that.
what are you going to do with the money?
Well, the money's going to be for two things. One is going to be for some support to be able to dump the containers because as we collect more cans, we need to be able to pay for the labor to dump them in the roll-offs. After that is paid for, the rest of the proceeds will go to a scholarship here in Montgomery County. And so that's what we're working on here at Crown, Cork, and Seal. And the winner of the person who can recycle the most will be crowned Recycling King. All right? And so, we'll definitely have a trophy for them. It'll be bragging
Put,
rights.
like a trash can over their head,
It-
like they do.
I like that idea. I like
with
that.
The coach, they put the water.
Or the Gatorade.
or the
Exactly.
Gatorade.
Yeah, for sure.
You
for sure.
can do that.
I like it. And to your point, right, is that we want people to be proud of this, that we want people to embrace this, and ultimately it's going to be towards a bigger and better cause. It's going to go back towards the education here in our city. And so we're super excited about it, and that's what really keeps us motivated.
It is very motivating.
Yeah. No.
So tell me about your day, a daily. What does a normal day look like for you?
There is no
guys?
normal day. There is a normal day. Yeah, I mean, we both work in quality, and that's it depends. We have good days, we have bad days, we have short days, we have long days.
What do bad days look like?
Well,
A lot of bad product that we have to make decisions on and process and.
What does bad product look like? I don't have any idea what that even means.
It could be, I mean, we have probably at least 50 different types of defects, whether it be the way the can looks or the way the can is structured.
So you go through literally every can and look at it?
Batches.
You have people
It's batch
or-
quality, and we have a
Okay.
great quality team in Conroe. Plug that in.
So when you
Conroe is
have-
one of the best quality plants in the entire division.
if
so-
not the best.
Well, of
If not the
course, you
best,
guys are
yeah.
there, right? So you
It's a
two
great
work
team we have.
together.
Yes, yes. Darwin's
Right?
my boss. He's an awesome mentor.
And what is your role?
So I'm the quality process engineer. So
And what does that mean?
I'll tell you a fun statistic, and it'll kind of tie into what I do. So to manufacture an aluminum can, and we manufacture our cans at about 1,700 cans a minute. Okay, so imagine something getting processed 1,700 times a minute. Okay, so when
You've
they're
got big machines.
big machines, and when something goes wrong, you're
Goes wrong
equally
big.
losing that amount of
It
cans.
goes wrong big.
So that is our challenge. And statistically speaking, we actually have to hold a threshold of 0.001. And so in a lot of our process, and that is statistically tighter of a tolerance than NASA does to be able to put rockets into space. Now, with that being said, my role is we have gauges that check these cans. And so those gauges have to be dialed in, calibrated, making sure they're functioning correctly so that our operators are able to check and make sure that we're manufacturing a quality can. And so equally to Darwin's point, some of the defects, like no one wants to drink a purple Dr. Pepper, right? That's not how it's supposed to look. So sometimes,
I don't drink it anyway.
well, hey, you know what?
Or a can of water. Or a can of water. You
yeah,
want to make sure that looks
okay.
good too.
Exactly. And so, but it's just making sure that the image looks right and making sure that we have a perfect can because, without that, our tolerances, things can start to get out of place. And so, quality team here at Conroe.
You have to be on it. every
Yes,
day.
ma'am. And a lot of this equipment, too, I mean, like Darwin said, that, Crown Conroe has been here since 1987. And so a lot of this equipment is actually still from 1987. So
Oh.
for us to make a quality can with a 50-year-old piece of equipment, the maintenance side of those things have to be dialed in so that the specs come out good.
So do you design the equipment as an engineer?
No, ma'am, that is not my role.
Corporate engineering.
Yeah, I don't think you want me doing
That's
that.
also them.
Okay. Do you enjoy what you do?
Absolutely, yes, we love what we do.
How long have you been there?
A little over 9 years.
And how long have you been there?
I'm running up on 3 years, so a lot to learn. Can making's been an industry now for 120 years, so there's a lot of knowledge to be had in it.
Are there opportunities to get other businesses that you take over and can?
Always.
That's not your role either,
That's
but
not our
I'm
role,
just
but
asking.
yeah, that's always a possibility.
For sure.
Yeah.
But that's definitely the mission, is just to get, more labels, more people. For example, Southern Star, we manufacture their cans and have
See, that's a plus.
Exactly, right? So being able to work with as many as we can,
They're
making
on
a
the
good
cover
quality
of the
can for them.
magazine this month that I haven't picked up because they're out
Oh.
for October.
There
Yep,
you go.
'cause it was about breweries.
All right, awesome. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
Well, shout
yeah.
out to
So that's
Dave.
cool. So you do Blonde Bombshell
Mhm.
and everything else that Dave has.
Yep.
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yeah, absolutely.
That's big business too.
For sure. So it's a mix of both, right? I mean, we've got the big corporations where you've got your Pepsi, you've got your Coke and things like that. And equally the breweries where, they're more local. We also do this.
That's fascinating.
Yep.
I know you guys are out on mobs in the Conroe chamber all the time. Are you a part of any other chamber or just Conroe because you're in Conroe?
Really just a Conroe chamber.
Just
Yeah,
Conroe?
the Conroe chamber. Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Lots of interesting stuff. What else can you tell me?
What else can we tell her?
But you got a lot to say.
I can talk. You got the right person here. I would say this, that I know Darwin was kind of talking about some statistics, but if our plant, we manufacture, did you say how many we make a year?
Yeah, 2.5 billion.
2.5 billion. I mean, that's a lot
That's
of cans to
huge.
be made. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so definitely a big warehouse, definitely a
How
lot
many
of
people
volume.
work at the Conroe plant?
Short of 150. That's about what we have just at our plant. We have 18 plants across the country. I don't know, 200
Is it
across
like
the
a
world.
24-hour cycle thing,
Yeah, we
so
never
that
stop.
somebody's always there
Yep.
producing the cans and overseeing and making sure?
Yep. That's part of the quality. I get calls at 2 in the morning sometimes, and
Yeah, you.
gotta take them.
Yeah, you. And you got to go down there and go check it out,
Yeah,
see
sometimes you do. Yeah, but that's
what's happening.
it's all part of quality.
Are there opportunities for people to be employed with y'all? Are you
Yeah,
looking
no,
for
we always
anything
do.
in
Always,
particular?
always.
Yeah, just hop in. And we'll see what opportunities there are. It fluctuates, but
Sure.
And that's what's, I know Darwin's kind of touching on, taking a call at 2 a.m., but, he'll always answer. And I think that speaks a lot to the culture, is that everyone cares at the plant, is that it really is the culture.
Why do you think that is, that everybody is so engaged?
I think a lot of that is the leadership that's on the team in terms of, you know, just kind of setting that
The right
standard.
people?
Right? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and just kind of
If you have caring leaders, then you have caring
Yep.
teams.
for sure.
We try to focus a lot on employee engagement. It's not just about giving orders, you know, shouting at people when things are bad, but giving them a platform, you know, giving them kudos when needed and giving them advice when needed as well. So,
You're absolutely right.
you know, we try to.
You
keep a
should
good
do
balance
leadership
of that.
Montgomery County.
That's in the plans.
I've done that.
That's in the plans. I'd like
It's
to
been
do
10
that, so.
years. But yeah,
I've heard it's a great program, so
it's a good program that you can then facilitate getting other people involved as well.
For sure.
absolutely. No, that's
Okay.
a great deal.
So you guys are looking forward to the Catfish Festival.
Mm-hmm.
You got the fair. What's next after that? Besides City
We'll see.
Hall.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
No.
besides having recycling bins all over
Yeah, I mean that would definitely
downtown,
be the
right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're building downtown.
Might as well have some. Yeah.
No, that'd be awesome. That would
And
be
that's the
awesome.
You
thing.
need to
too,
have them
is-
at the parks. You need to have them at Heritage Park. You need to have them at
Mm-hmm.
Founders Park, especially when they have all kinds of events, the concert series,
Yeah.
all that.
For sure.
And that's the thing. Is kind of what I've always spoken to is that right now it's kind of a Crown initiative. You know, we have Crown's name everywhere. We're, you know, Brent and I are running around doing
Yeah.
things, but the
Outreach.
goal really is 10 to 15 years down the road. It's not about us running around doing it. It's about
No.
the county doing it on their own.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you have to tell people the thought so that
right.
they get it. And your outreach, yes, goes into action with getting them to do something about it.
Exactly, and that's our vision, right? Is you know, Darwin's talking 10 to 15 years down the road, and even beyond that, right? Like when we're retired, like it would be amazing to be able to sit back and actually see this program transfer over to where, you know, it's a county accepted thing, where it's a city accepted thing, that, you know, we see not only our program continue on, but this county really grasps, you know, what Crown Conroe is doing. And so, and seeing it flourish in that way, to your point, where we see, you know, recycling containers with Crown's name on it, you know, all over the city. I mean,
think
how amazing would that be?
it's a very viable, achievable goal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think you ought to talk to Conroe City Council.
Well, they
I
may
think
have
that could
to.
be the next step.
Yeah, well, just let me know.
Awesome.
We'll definitely give you a call on that.
Yeah, so you can talk for 3 minutes, and
Mm-hmm.
you already have it warmed up, or you've already talking to a few people, so they're
Yeah,
on
for sure.
board. Oh,
And-
yeah.
I like it. I like it.
And that's you know how we want it to go is very organically connecting with the right people. I mean,
Absolutely.
you know, we've got to give a huge shout out to Jennifer Matthews. I mean, just for being able to plug
Oh,
us in.
she's awesome. She was in my class with me.
Was
Oh,
she?
really?
That's
LMC
cool. Nice,
class.
nice.
I knew her before that, but yes.
Yeah, and she's done an awesome job of just getting
wonderful.
us connected with all
And
the
her
right
boss,
people.
Danielle, too.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, and that's all been honestly with the chamber. I mean, Scott Harper's been
Oh, yeah, he's wonderful.
really big on helping, you know, because I work with him on a regular
Mm-hmm.
basis and getting the word out to you guys that we've been able to meet over the last few weeks. So, I mean, it couldn't be done without the whole community, without the whole team. So, we're grateful for everybody's help.
Well, I'm glad that you guys came in and shared this. All it takes is an email. See how easy that is?
Absolutely.
So I'm saying more often.
That's what I'm saying.
Bigger things to happen. Well, very good. So Catfish Festival will be the starting point, and next year you'll see your recycling receptacles all over the place.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
So we
other
gotta-
things.
we
And
gotta
I
find
will
out who's the
start
winner.
thinking about that when there's other big events going on at the convention center.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know. I mean, if you guys have events that are going on, we'd love to be able to help support and help the recycling around
I
here.
hear a lot of events.
All right,
a
all
lot
right.
of things. So
Sounds like we'll be talking.
stay tuned.
All right.
Well, thank you guys for both coming on, Brent and Darwin. And a special shout out to Roger Stein Chiropractic and the Team Sinisi Lake Conroe Group Real Estate. We appreciate it, and we'll be back next Monday.
All right.